is not our beginning nor our end. She is the dark mother in whose womb we have hid, safe from too swift awaking to world pain. Assailed in the sovereign emptiness of its reign, the intolerant darkness fades and drew apart, till only a few black remnants stain that race. But on a failing age of dumb lost space, still a great dragon body solemnly loomed, adversary of the slow struggling dawn, defending its ground of tortured mystery. It trailed its coils through the dead martyrized air, and curving fled down a grey slope of time. There is the morning twilight of the gods, miraculous from sleep, their forms arise, and God's long nights are justified by dawn into a happy misty twilight world, where all ran after light and joy and love. She slipped there far off, raptures drew more close. Above, her spirit in its mighty trance saw all, but lived for its transcendent task, immutable like a fixed eternal star. Then pealed the calm, inexorable voice. This is the world from which the yearnings came. But Savitri answered to almighty death. Oh, yes. I have triumphed over thee within. O death, not for my heart's sweet poignancy, nor for my happy body's bliss alone. I have claimed from thee the living Satyavan, but for his work and mine, our sacred charge. Our lives are God's messengers beneath the stars, to dwell under death's shadow. They have come, tempting God's light to earth for the ignorant race. But to the woman, Death, the god, replied, O human face, put off mind-painted masks. The animal beast, the worm that nature meant, accept thy future birth, thy narrow life. But Savitri replied to mighty death, my heart is wiser than the reason's thought. My heart is stronger than thy bonds, O death. It sees and feels the one heartbeat in all. It feels the high transcendent sun-like hands. Death bowed his sovereign head in cold assent. I give to thee, saved from death and poignant fate, whatever once the living Satyavan desired in his heart for Savitri. Return, O child, to thy forsaken earth. But Savitri replied, thy gifts resist. Earth cannot flower if lonely I return. Then Death once more sent forth his angry cry. What knowest thou of earth's rich and changing life? Who thinks that one man dead all joy must cease? But Savitri replied to the vague god, give me back Satyavan, my only lord. Thy thoughts are vacant my soul that feels the deep eternal truth in transient things. Thus, with armed speech, the great opponent told. The mortal led, the God and Spirit obeyed, and she behind was leader of their march, and they in front were followers of her will. Death walked in front of her, and Satyavan in the dark front of death, a failing star. Above was the unseen balance of his fate. Once more arose the great destroying voice. Behold the figures of this symbol ring. Its solid outlines of creative dream, inspiring the great concrete tasks of earth. Where nature changes not, man cannot change. Hope not to call God down into his life. How shalt thou bring the everlasting here? There is no house for him in hurrying time. But Savitri answered to the sophist God, if the chamber's door is even a little ajar, what then can hinder God from stealing in, or who forbid his kiss on the sleeping soul? Already God is near, the truth is close. A lonely freedom cannot satisfy a heart that has grown one with every heart. I am a deputy of the aspiring world. My spirit's liberty I ask for all. Then rang again a a deeper cry of death. Mighty art thou, with the dread goddess filled, to whom thou criest at dawn in the dim wood. Use not thy strength like the wild Titan souls. Touch not the seated lines, the ancient laws. Respect the calm of great established things. But Savitri replied to the huge god, what is the calm thou vowest, O law, O death? I trample on thy law with living feet, for to rise in freedom I was born. Death replied to her, why should the noble and immortal will stoop to the petty works of transient earth? Freedom forgotten and the eternal spark. She answered, straight I trample on the road, the strong hand huge for me, which plans our path. Freedom in this with ever-seated soul, large in life's limits, strong in matters not, building great stuff of action from the world to make fine wisdom from coarse scattered strands, and love and beauty out of war and night, the wager wonderful, the game divine. Immutable death's denial met her cry. All things hang here between God's yes and no. Two powers, real but to each other untrue. Two concert stars in the mooned night of mine, that towards two opposite horizons gaze, the white head and the black tail of the mystic drake. The swift and the lame foot, wing strong, wing broken, sustain sustaining the body of the uncertain world, a great surreal dragon in the skies. The woman answered to the mighty shape, and as she spoke, mortality disappeared. Her goddess self grew visible in her eyes. Light came, a dream of heaven, into her face. On summit mount, our radiant altitude, exposed to the luster of infinity. Outskirts and dependencies of the house of truth, a cosmic thought spreads out its vastitude. Its smallest parts are here, philosophies challenging with their detailed immensity. But higher still can climb the ascending light. There are vast vision and eternal suns, oceans of an immortal luminousness, flame hills assaulting heaven with their peaks. The highest flight climbs the deepest view. In a wide opening of its native sky, intuition's lightnings range in a bright pack, hunting all hidden truths out of their layers. Thought there has revelation's sun bright eyes, the word a mighty and inspiring voice. Enters truth's inmost cabin of privacy, and tears away the veil from God and life. Then stretches the boundless finite's last expanse, the cosmic empire of the overmind. Time's buffer state bordering eternity, too vast for the experience of man's soul. All here gathers beneath one golden sky. There is the Godhead's universal gaze, and there the boundaries of immortal mind. In her glorious kingdom of eternal light, all ruler, ruled by none, the truth supreme, omnipotent, omniscient and alone. In a golden country keeps her measureless house, transcending time's hours, transcending timelessness. The mighty Mother sits in lucent calm and holds the eternal child upon her knees, attending the day when she shall speak to faith. There is a world of everlasting light in the realms of the immortal supermind. O death, if thou couldst touch the truth supreme, thou wouldst grow suddenly wise and cease to be. Then death the last time answered Savitri, O human claimant immortality, reveal thy power, lay bare thy spirit's force, then will I give back to thee Satyavan. Or, if the mighty Mother is with thee, show me her face, that I may worship her. Let deathless eyes look into the eyes of death, an imperishable force touching brute things, transform earth's death into immortal life. Savitri looked on death and answered not. A mighty transformation came on her. A curve of the calm Huta of far heaven, descending into earth's humility. Her forehead span vaulted the omniscience gaze. Her eyes were two stars that watched the universe. The power that from her being Savitri, the presence chambered in lotus secrecy, came down and held the center in her brow. It stirred in the lotus of a thought of song. It glided into the lotus of her heart. It poured into her navel's lotus depth, broke into the cave where cold world energy slept sleep, and smote the thousand-hooded serpent forth, that blazing tower, and clasped the world's self above. Thus changed, she waited for the word to speak. Eternity looked into the eyes of death, and darkness saw God's living reality. Then a voice was heard that seemed the stillness self. I hail thee, almighty and victorious death, thou grandiose darkness of the infinite. Thou art my shadow and my instrument. Relieve the radiant God from thy black mask. Release the soul of the world called Satyava. She spoke. Death, unconvinced, resisted still. A pressure of intolerable force weighed on his unbowed head and stubborn breast. Light, like a burning tongue, licked up his thoughts. Light was a luminous torture in his heart. Light caused a splendid agony through his nerves. His darkness muttered, perishing in her blaze. He called to his strength, but it refused his scorn. His body was eaten by light, his spirit devoured. Afar he fled, shunning her dreaded touch, and refused to in the retreating night. In the dream twilight of that symbol world, the dark universal shadow disappeared, vanishing into the void from which it came. As if deprived of its original force, the twilight realm passed fading from their souls, and Satyavan and Savitri were alone. But neither stirred. Between those figures rose a mute, invisible and translucid wall. In the long black moment's pause, nothing could move. All waited on the unknown, inscrutable will.